Usyk has done it again. He'd beaten Joshua twice. He's now beaten Fury twice. And who knows? Maybe he's going to beat Daniel Dubois twice. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. Alexander Usyk, he's won. He is still the undisputed champion. He is still unbeaten. He might not hold all the belts, but we know that he is the one and only real champion in the heavyweight division. He beat Tyson Fury again, 116 to 112 on all three judges' scorecards. Now, going to be honest, guys, did not see the fight. Totally lost track of time. Was busy week this week, so yeah. Was sleeping. I thought the fight was starting at 11:30 UK time. Turns out it started a bit earlier than that. I think it started around 10:30. So, yeah, unfortunately, did not get to see the fight. So, can't talk too much about it. Can't talk about the rounds. Can't break it down. Can't say Usyk deserved to win. But from what I have seen, looks like the majority of people are saying that Usyk was the better man. I've looked at the punch stats, and you can't just look at punch stats and decide who won a fight, but punch stats would certainly suggest that Usyk won more rounds than Fury. He landed more, despite throwing a lot less. He was a lot more accurate as well. So look, Usyk has beaten Fury. I'm not surprised Usyk won. I fancied Usyk to win the first fight, and he did. And I see no reason as to why Usyk wouldn't win the second fight. Usyk was a little bit heavier. I think he came in 3 pounds heavier. But Tyson Fury, I think, put on about a stone and a half. I'm pretty sure he put over 20 pounds on. And for me, that wasn't going to work. Tyson Fury, he's not a heavy hitter. He may have been putting on the weight, thinking that he could get Usyk out of there. But I think for Fury, his best chance would be to come in as light as possible and be trim and be fast and be able to use his footwork and be able to try and dodge shots and land quick shots on Usyk. And for me, Fury, as soon as I seen him weigh in over 280 pounds, I thought this is not a good idea. I think this is going to be detrimental to Fury in his efforts to win the fight. And it looks like I haven't seen it, but I'm going to assume that I think that is the case. Now, some people are saying this fight was closer than the first one, but the judges' scorecards would suggest it was a lot wider. I think the AI judge gave it 118-112, so interesting to see. But either way, Alexander Usyk has won. We'll watch the fight and then probably make a couple more vids on this, and interesting to see who Usyk fights next. Daniel Dubois did call him out after the fight. He came and got in his face and went, I want you, I want a rematch, I want revenge for the robbery. Honestly, I think Dubois needs to stop with this robbery shite. He wasn't winning that fight, okay? He was getting beat, and he hits that shot, and look, we can argue whether it's a low blow, whether it's not, whether it's on... And I've no issue with that, but who's to say, if that wasn't giving us a low blow, who's to say that Usyk doesn't get up? I mean, for all we know, Usyk was just taking the time that was being afforded him. So look, I get it, it's an unlucky break for Dubois, especially if it was a legal punch. But it's not like he was a way ahead and he legitimately, got robbed. I mean, the guy got stopped. Now, you could argue maybe he should have had the knockdown, but we don't know how Usyk would have reacted. Maybe Usyk was taking the time because that time was being given to him. If that was deemed a body shot, maybe Usyk would have got up at 8 and he would have beat the count and he would have continued. We don't know. It's impossible to say. But, look, do I want to see Usyk versus Dubois next? I mean, not really. I rate Dubois, but I don't know. I just don't think it's the most interesting fight. But you look at the heavyweight division, who else is there? I mean, we've already seen Usyk beat Joshua twice. He's beat Fury twice. There is no reason for him to fight Wilder. He would absolutely school Wilder. There is... I mean, Shang has been doing well, but I think Shang into his 40s now, he's a plot. I mean, he's a hard hitter, but I just think that Usyk would pick him apart. And to me, Shang doesn't have a great gas tank. I think Usyk would beat Shang rather easily, to be honest. I believe that Parker has been on, rejuvenated his career, and I think Joseph Parker's a good fighter, but I don't think he's good enough to beat Usyk. I mean, I don't even think he's... Yeah, I mean, could Parker win a few rounds? Yes, but I don't think he's going to beat Usyk. So, I mean, you look at it, and probably Daniel Dubois is probably the best option if there is going to be another Usyk fight, and it looks like that's the way it's going to be. So anyway, guys, that's it. Fog Wrestling. Going to sign out. Like I said, can't talk too much about it, but we'll be back tomorrow to go over some details and to talk a little bit more once I've seen the actual fight. So yeah, that's it. Fog Wrestling. Till next time. Peace.